guys, welcome back to LeadFit channel. I'm Serene, half of LeadFit, and today's video is a very honest, detailed try-on review and haul of the Whitney Simmons X Gymshark collection. I paid for all of these pieces with my own money, not sponsored, have no affiliation with Gymshark or Whitney Simmons, but I am a huge fan of Whitney's. But I'm also going to tell you everything you need to know from a consumer perspective and someone who's a little bit curvier. I am 5'4", I weigh about 136 pounds. I have 32D bra size typically. I'm actually 28 around. Usually wear a pant size around 28, 27 because I do have hips and thighs. A size 4 in dresses. Some information about the collection. It is launching on Thursday. I have a feeling it is going to sell out and sell out fast. All of the pieces I'm showing you, I bought a size small. I went to the Whitney Simmons X Gymshark pop-up in LA on Saturday with my friend Samantha Souza. She got us tickets and we waited in line for 3 hours to get in to shop the collection. It was actually very hard for me to only stick to the 4 pieces I told myself I wanted to try and purchase if they fit. The great thing about the pop-up was that we were able to try everything on, and they did sell out at the pop-up a couple of the pieces. I believe the gray bomber sold out within the first 2 hours. If you're looking for the bomber jackets, I would definitely recommend picking those up immediately and getting online the second it goes live. Let's get into the try-on and I'll talk about each single piece. At this point, I've worn all the pieces and washed all the pieces at least once. I also wanted to let you guys know that I do have a very honest Gymshark try-on video over on my main channel, Serene Woo, which I will link in the description box. I do like Gymshark, but there's some negatives to it, and I'm gonna explain that as I try everything on. But so you can see how everything wears, let's move into the try-on portion. The first piece I want to talk about is the bra, and as I mentioned, I'm a 32D in most bra sizes, and what I really love about this bra is that typically to get the support I need to be able to do HIIT training, typical gym workouts, I can't get this type of a lift. The entire collection is so flattering on someone who has boobs, someone who has thighs and hips. This just looks so good on my chest. I do have the cup inserts in there and you can take them out easily if you prefer not to. I love this detailing. I think it definitely elevates it. It gives you a little something to look at. The detailing of "It's a Beautiful Day to Be Alive" is just noticeable enough, but not distracting or overwhelming. It's such a great staple style, and I have it in pink. I also have it in green. One is dirty. Since I purchased these bras at the pop-up, I have worn them literally every single day unless they both were dirty and in the wash. I'm thinking about purchasing the black and the blue as well just because I love these bras so much. The band is incredibly secure, but it doesn't pinch and it doesn't feel like it's gonna move anywhere. If you don't like this cutout, you can just go like that. Most of the times when I'm actually very active and working out, the cutout honestly does just kind of disappear. I think if you had a flatter chest, your cutout would be more noticeable as you worked out. There's the rose gold bar with the Whitney X Gymshark, so it's very nice, very simple, doesn't get in the way. I thought it might. I've done my workout days in them and you can see on Instagram I don't have any issues with this. And then the back detailing is lovely. I really love the circular cutout, very classy. The best part about this bra is that she raised this part, so typically you would have a little bit of bulge coming out from your bras, but because she raised the height of it, there's less bulging happening. It's very flattering fit, and I feel very comfortable and confident in this bra, which isn't always the case. Shopping for a sports bra for my actual boob size and width has been very challenging to find the support and also the aesthetic that I like. The fabric is phenomenal. I absolutely cannot believe she helped make a fabric that was very similar to the Lululemon Align fabric. I love the Lululemon Align crop leggings. Those are my ride or die leggings, and this fabric is very similar to it. Incredibly stretchy, incredibly compression. It also has the most butter-like soft feel, and it feels so comfortable on. When I saw Whitney try these on in her video, I knew I had to try these on and most likely was going to buy these. These are just a great lounge set. I really love how high-waisted these joggers are. I have a very long torso, so high-waisted items don't always look high-waisted on me, but these actually are a true high waist. I also like the detailing of this thicker band. The thicker band is very nice and flattering, especially those of us who, you know, have a lower belly pooch or are just still working on this area. I like that it's an actual crop jogger because a lot of the times at 5'4", my legs are not long enough by any means to make anything look cropped, but these come right at the ankles, and if you wanted to, you can cinch it up a little bit more to give it more of that jogger feel. Pockets are also really nice because they have a zip. A lot of times if you're out and active, things tend to fall out of your pockets. This is really nice and secure. You can zip up both sides of the pockets. Back is also quite flattering. Sometimes with joggers, I find that you can have a little bit of a diaper butt going on, but I don't think it's too bad back here. I am wearing the sports bra and you barely see any skin here, so it's perfect to pair with a sports bra. It's so cute if you throw on the bomber jacket, if you want to get the bomber jacket. I was trying to be good and not get that reversible bomber jacket. For California weather, I'm good for most of fall. This is more of that Gymshark fabric that I'm used to. I bought my husband a pair of joggers from Gymshark, and I feel like this is very similar to his fabric. It's not super rough. It is a thicker material. It's a little bit softer than his, but definitely that same thicker Gymshark material. I am in a small in this as well. It is a little bit baggier, but I like that look. If you want it to be more fitted, I would say size down. If you want it to be baggier, stick to true to size. You don't want to go too big on this because the whole point is to still have that cinched waist. The gold bar detailing here, the rose gold with the Whitney Simmons X Gymshark, very subtle but still there. And then I also like the Gymshark logo, very subtle but still there on the left ankle. These leggings are butter. They feel so freaking soft. They hug every piece of you but compress it so it looks nice. And I just really love that it's an actual 7/8 legging on me. I don't have really long legs. I'm actually kind of disproportional from torso to legs. It actually elongates my legs. True high waist, again, on even somebody with a longer torso. Before we get into the detailing, let me just do a squat test. This is natural light. I'm wearing a size small. I feel completely comfortable and confident squatting in these. The gym lighting doesn't seem to have had any issues. I don't feel like I'm showing everything, but I feel like I'm wearing such a lightweight piece of fabric that it's so comfortable. I literally feel like I'm not wearing anything in these, but still feel really secure, held in the areas I want to be held in. So the waistband is a thicker waistband that does come in, which I really love because it accentuates that hourglass look. It's very, very flattering, true high waist, definitely has that compression. You can see it's holding a little bit in my lower belly. I also love the detailing on the back. It's very subtle with a laser cut, but then the seam goes down, kind of creating more of that highlight for your bum, and it really gives you a nice flattering booty look. In black because when I was in the store, it was awful lighting. It had this weird overhead LED lighting that was really bizarre. So I was actually trying on the pink leggings, and I noticed in that lighting that it looked like you could see the dimpling in my legs. I didn't think I had that much dimpling, but for whatever reason with the lighter fabric underneath that lighting, it made me feel very, very self-conscious. It's not something I think in normal situation you would ever notice, because I saw all the other girls wearing the lighter shades like the pink and the brick and the light gray and the blue and the teals. Nobody had dimpling. It definitely accentuates with a lighter color. You're gonna see every little bit of your leg and your booty, but There was no dimpling, there was no weird cellulite showing. I think it was just in the pop-up dressing room, that awful lighting that made me very self-conscious, so I decided to go with the black. Here on the waist, you'll see the small detailing of the rose gold Whitney X Simmons gold bar. Just really love these leggings. This is something that's gonna be a staple of mine. Again, the fabric reminds me of the Lululemon Align fabric, which is phenomenal. It's about almost half the price than the Lululemon ones. So those are all of the pieces, and I feel like the most core collection of Whitney Simmons X Gymshark collection. I hope it was able to help you out a little bit if you were trying to decide which pieces you would like to buy, and if you wanted to like get an opinion on whether or not the fabric was as soft as she says it is. For as long as I've been following Whitney, I truly feel like she's really genuine and honest about everything she talks about. She's not gonna lie to you about things, and you know, there's always this skepticism, and even I was a little skeptic to be like, how soft is this fabric? How lightweight is this fabric? How flattering is it gonna look on my body? Because her body is sick. I was really, really pleasantly surprised. It's more than I actually think that I thought this collection was gonna be. I'm very happy to report that the fabric is phenomenal, and I really feel like Whitney did a great job at creating a collection that was missing from Gymshark's core collection to begin with. I've purchased many items from Gymshark in the past, and I love what they're doing and I like their price point, but my issue was I felt like the fabrics weren't thin enough, soft enough, buttery enough to compete with Lululemon necessarily. And obviously Lulu is a little bit of a higher price range. What Whitney was able to do is really create this really nice, soft, lightweight fabric that still is mostly squat proof in most of the colors. I feel like performance wise, these perform incredibly well, like I expect Gymshark to perform. Actually, I think it performs a little better. I think she fixed a lot of the styling issues and fit issues with some of Gymshark's previous collection. I really think it was very well thought out. It's something different from what Gymshark normally offers, which I appreciate. It's not just something where they throw it together or she picks a couple colors. It was very, very well designed, well styled, well thought out. I'm most likely gonna buy more pieces if I can get my hands on it on Thursday when it launches. Set your alarms. I have a feeling this collection's gonna sell out fast. Also got to meet Whitney Simmons. We waited in line to wait for her and meet her, and I'm really happy I did. I don't typically do that very often, but she's one of those that is always very positive and very inspiring and just has a great aura and energy about her. When I was trying to get fit again and on my own fitness journey, trying to get out of this funk I was in, she was a recommendation from my friend Samantha to start watching, and she really gave me a lot of routines and ideas to get into the gym again and not feel so lost. Even though I've worked with personal trainers in the past, it's just hard to get back in when you've been out for a while. Watching her gave me a good base point to kind of start fitness again and be inspired, and always watching her videos just made me feel happier and more motivated. It's incredible. I can't believe for as young as she is, how great of a head on her shoulders she has, and how positive and just energetic and just truly genuine and engaging she is. And I'm really happy that my money did not go to waste. I'm really happy that I was supporting someone I truly love and that is just as genuine in real life as she is on her YouTube channel. I've washed both the leggings and the bras twice now. What I do is I turn them inside out and I wash it on cold water, delicate cycle, mild detergent, and I hang dry everything. So far, it looks just as good as when I first purchased it. I will have to obviously wash it for a couple more months to really let you know how it's wearing. By that point, that collection's over. So, but I did my best and tried to wash it as much as I could without being weird about washing it. Love, 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 love the collection, specifically the bra and the leggings. I went with the black leggings. I might actually go back and purchase the pink leggings or the green leggings. Might get the other colors in the bras as well. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about the fit. I'll do my best to answer them if I have the answer. Also, let me know what you plan on picking up on Thursday when it launches. And I really love this channel. It's our baby, it's our passion project because Chris is almost 40, I'm 35. We really wanted to create a health and wellness community focused on motivating you to live your healthiest lifestyle, because we know how hard it can be once you hit 30 to maintain that with kids, with work, with life, and just with your body aging. And I truly hope that you find our videos beneficial, motivating, and helpful, and let us know what you'd like to see next. Till then, new videos every Monday with workout tips and routines that you can do at home, but we're gonna try and upload twice a week with bonus videos like this, or as well as more difficult, challenging workouts for you to do as well. Until next time, love ya, have a wonderful day, bye.